Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing from Blum Holdings. Get ready, because this one's a bit like finding out your favorite ice cream shop is now selling lawnmowers. Blum Holdings just announced a deal to acquire a stake in Cookies, a company known for, shall we say, creative consulting. We will go through all the details of the deal and what to expect. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we discuss the latest filings. So what's the deal? Blum Holdings, or Blum as they call themselves, is getting into bed with a holding company that owns part of Cookies, creative consulting and promotions. They are planning to acquire 100% of the target entity, which owns an interest in Cookies. To make it happen, a subsidiary of Blum Holdings, cleverly named Blue Acquisition Cappy, will take over. What does Blum Holdings have to give up? They're handing over 480,131 shares of their common stock. Plus they're throwing in a warrant, which is basically a coupon to buy another 30,762 shares later on. That coupon lets you buy shares at $0.64 each. In total, this whole shebang is valued at about $500 and at $620, $2,500. Now, here's the fun part. The exact structure of this deal isn't set in stone. They're still figuring things out based on what they find during their research. This means looking at the business, the legal stuff, taxes, accounting, and all those other fun considerations. Of course, the deal needs the thumbs up from all the necessary parties, and there's no guarantee it will actually happen. It all depends on getting the approvals and consents they need. So, fingers crossed, I guess. If you're interested in reading the complete details, you can find the exact term sheet as Exhibit 10.1 in this report. As usual, there are also exhibits listing the details of the agreement. Exhibit 10.1 is the full binding term sheet signed in May IT Now. Stepping back to look at the bigger picture, this move by Blum Holdings is, to put it mildly, unexpected. We're talking about a company seemingly shifting gears into a completely different industry, or at least partnering with one that has a completely different risk profile. Is this a strategic masterstroke, a desperate gamble, or just a case of a company trying to find its place in a rapidly changing market? It's hard to say for sure without knowing more about the reasoning behind this deal. The key question is, what does Blum Holdings bring to the table for Cookies, and vice versa? Are there synergies that we're not seeing? Is this about expanding into new markets, accessing new technologies, or simply a way to diversify the company's portfolio? The fact that the deal structure is still up in the air also raises some eyebrows. It suggests that Blum Holdings is still in the early stages of evaluating this opportunity and hasn't fully committed to a specific path. This could be a good thing, as it allows them to be flexible and adapt to new information as it becomes available. However, it also adds a layer of uncertainty to the situation. Until the details are finalized, it's difficult to assess the potential risks and rewards of this transaction. Ultimately, the success of this deal will depend on a number of factors, including the ability of Blum Holdings to integrate Cookies into its existing business, the regulatory environment for the creative consulting industry, and the overall market conditions. Only time will tell whether this partnership will be a match made in heaven or a recipe for disaster. Alright, that's our breakdown of Blum Holdings' latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.